My name is Dr. Dan Chiras. I'm author of 2 popular college textbooks, Environmental Science and Natural Resource Conservation. I've also published numerous articles and books on sustainability, residential renewable energy, and green building. And I'm the director of the Evergreen Institute, an educational center in East Central Missouri where I teach workshops on solar and wind energy, energy efficiency, green building, self-sufficiency, and lots more. I'm here today for some straight talk on global warming and climate change. Contrary to what some critics would have you believe, the scientific evidence in support of global warming and climate change is almost overwhelming. In fact, when you review the scientific evidence from years of intense study by atmospheric physicists, it's pretty clear. Humans are causing global warming, and that in turn is changing the climate, much for the worse. The main culprit in this is carbon dioxide. This gas is released during the combustion of fossil fuels. Coal, for example, oil, gasoline, natural gas, and diesel. It comes from our vehicles, our cars, our trucks, our buses, our planes. It comes from our factories, our homes, our schools, even the corner coffee shop. I realize that few among us have the time or inclination to study an issue like this in depth. We're all so busy with our lives. The good news is, though, that it doesn't take a detailed review of the science to get it. The other good news is you don't have to be a rocket scientist or an atmospheric physicist to understand this issue. It can be understood through logic. Bear in mind, first of all, scientists have known that carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas since the 1870s. Carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases like it trap heat radiating from the Earth's surface, and they radiate it back down to us. In fact, if carbon dioxide was not present in our atmosphere in very small quantities, the planet would be about 50 degrees cooler than it is today. It turns out that a little carbon dioxide is good for us, too much, and we overheat. To me, the relationship between carbon dioxide and global warming and climate change is very similar to the relationship between the calories we consume each day in our diet and our body weight. We all know that if we consume more calories in our diet than we burn through physical activity, we'll gain weight, right? The relationship between carbon dioxide emissions from human activities and global warming is alarmingly similar to that relationship between calories and body weight. The more CO2, this greenhouse gas, that we pump into the atmosphere, the warmer it's going to get. Now, heat is generated by our daily dose of sunlight. Radiated back to Earth in excess, this heat causes surface temperatures to rise. It's a lot like wrapping a thick blanket around planet Earth. That additional heat energy in the atmosphere and in surface waters like our oceans and lakes in turn spawns all kinds of wacky, dangerous, and costly weather. Unbearable heat waves, devastating drought, violent storms, deadly tornadoes, massive flooding. These are all some of the consequences of climate change. Unfortunately, the more carbon dioxide we pump into the atmosphere, the warmer it's going to get. And the warmer it gets, the weirder and more dangerous and costly the weather will become. It's a pretty straightforward relationship, just like the one between calories and body weight. Too much of a good thing causes problems. If you understand this logic, I urge you to take action today. Remember, too, that no action is too small. All of us working together can make significant changes. Individual actions times many is a powerful mathematics. So recycle. Find ways to reduce energy consumption through efficiency measures and conservation. Tap into the Earth's generous supply of renewable energy. Drive an energy-efficient car. Walk, ride the bus, or bike to school or work. Support and promote government and corporate measures that reduce carbon dioxide emissions and promote a renewable energy economy. You and tens of thousands of people just like you can make a huge difference. Hey, thanks for listening. I'm Dr. Dan Chiras, and this is Straight Talk, presented by the Evergreen Institute. If you'd like to learn ways that you can help reverse this potentially catastrophic trend, you may want to read some of my books like Power from the Wind, The Solar House, The Natural House, Green Home Improvement, or perhaps even sign up for some of the classes at the Solutions-Oriented Evergreen Institute.